Welcome to Bassmaster Fishing, Online Open, Toledo Bend, Round 4, Attempt 2, Championship Round. And guys, I'm not in contention to win because in the third round, the last round, I got a 69. So I can't really win. Right now, I'm torch. I'm first there, uh, but I won't stay in first. You see, my first two rounds, I got over 76 pounds on my hot spot. But what I want to show you now is not my hot spot, but the Huffs, the Huff family from Xbox. Very kindly sent me a screenshot of where they fish. And I'm going to show that to you now. Okay, it's 68 degrees. So I will be fishing on this spot. You go straight across from the boat dock. Now, if you've been fishing on Toledo Bend at all, you watched YouTube videos on this lake, you will know where this spot is. You see that white house there? You just come over to the left side of it, and there's a tree stump over here. Now, guys, the Huff family, Roger Huff and his wife, Fishing Queen, they both fish here on this stump. There it is in relation to that white house. I'm using the Jenko swim bait primarily. Now, I should tell you guys, Roger Huff is Blaney on the leaderboard. If you see Blaney, that's Roger Huff from Xbox. And he is the defending champion, okay? He won on this spot, fishing just like this. And he fishes at another angle too. But no matter where his boat is, he's always pitching at this stump, at this sawed off tree. And those guys have been consistently getting high 70s, like 75, 77. Well, my first attempt, I tried to make a video, and I didn't get as many big fish as I wanted in the first 30 minutes. So I botched that attempt. And I'm trying again on the Huff position. I have been catching some big ones off to the right a little bit. But I broke my dual sense controller, guys. The rubber grips came off of the thumbsticks. And so I tried to super glue them back on, but I used like a runny kind of super glue, and I used too much. So when I dried them, I set the controller right side up in the windowsill. I used a runny kind of super glue. And I should have put it upside down.
What do you got?
I'm really not sure what I was thinking when I put that thing right side up and used so much super glue. Because I totally broke my DualSense controller. That runny super glue ran down into the potentiometers and completely screwed up my sticks. It's playable though. Like I can play Bassmaster, and I can still record my voice and my commentary, but I can't play like Call of Duty with this thing anymore. It's like it's the sticks are slow and sluggish, and you just can't play like a fast paced game with it. But a huge thanks to Roger Huff and his family, Fishing Queen and Little Cotta, um, for giving me a screenshot and posting their videos on Xbox. I mean, they're like in the top 5 right now. So for them to share, their spot and everything, and like where their boat position is and how they're fishing on this spot, it's just very charitable gesture, and I really appreciate it. Well, it's my first trophy largemouth bass of the attempt. It's got a strong heartbeat. Let's see what we get here for the first trophy. It's not very big, no. Now this will be like a 12.
Ladies and
11 and a
gentlemen, we
half.
found Basszilla.
But it's a great spot, guys. The Huff family is doing consistently high 70s every single round. Okay, it's another little guy. But Toledo Bend, man, I remember my first tournament here. It was one of the first tournaments I ever played,
I caught a toad.
and I quit after the first attempt, or it might have been the second attempt because I did so poorly. I was not in contention to win or anything. I wasn't going to be in the top 5 or anything, so or the top 10. So I just decided I didn't know enough about Toledo Bend yet to play the full tournament. And I didn't want to waste my time, so I played something else. No real giants yet. This is not even a trophy largemouth bass. Oh, the first time I tried this spot,
Gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
I got like a 15-13 on my first cast. And I wound up having like over 72 in 1 hour. That's a striper. I found that pitching off to the right a bit can be productive as well. There's a big boy. I need that fish. I need that fish. Where's he going? Oh, I almost got him. He's so. Oh, another big one. He did go for it. It's a darker green bass. Hopefully, he's a 14 or 15. A slobber knocker of the highest quality. But the chances are he'll be a 13 or a 12. Well, I kind of jumped there. Well, not really. The 14s and 15s, guys, they cannot leap out of the water. My suspicion is this is going to be like a 13 or a 12.
Yes.
Yeah, 11
There
at
has been a bass squatch sighting.
11-10. The other one looked much bigger. And that's the story, guys, of the online open tournament. What I have found is very consistently true is that the first 2 rounds, you can get some giant bags, and like for some reason, it just seems easier to catch the giant trophy bass than the last 2 rounds. Like the championship rounds, the fish are more skittish. They're harder to catch. They kind of swim at your lure and then swim away. And the same fish you were catching in the first 2 rounds very easily, sometimes in the last 2 rounds, they'll be like impossible to catch for some reason. Well, it's over 10 minutes, and I do not have a big, giant largemouth yet, so I have a policy, guys. If I don't get 2 giants in the first 30 minutes, I always like botch the attempt. Because I don't want to be stuck getting like having to catch 4 giants in the last 30 minutes. I just don't think that happens. That just doesn't happen. Like 4 14s and 15s in 30 minutes is just like, it can happen. I know it can happen. It's just not likely.
Flippity flop, what do you got?
All right, I got another trophy largemouth. Is this one going to be decent? A 14 maybe. Gosh, a 14 would be so good right now. This is 15 minutes in, and I need 5 fish in 60 minutes. 5 as big as I can get them. So I'm really hoping for some size here. No,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have found Basszilla.
it's 12. Or almost to 12. There's one. This is at least a 14 or 15. My first big one came 15 minutes in, so, hang in there. And I keep trying. Pitch off to the right sometimes, like this. When I practiced on Nintendo, though, I got all my big fish pitching directly at the stump. This is a monster. Yes.
There has been a Basswatch sighting.
Yes, sir. A 15.3 is a phenomenal, phenomenal fish. That will be one of my 5 largest for sure. There's another big one. Yes. Yes, sir. This time in front of the stump. Oh boy, this could be another good one. Well, I ordered another DualSense. This is a big one. This is like a 15, guys. I ordered another DualSense controller. Boy, I'll tell you guys, you don't want to break one of these things because, like, they're the cost of, Elden Ring on disc, Shadow of the Erdtree edition. You could buy that game with the DLC, the complete edition of that game. You could buy for the price of a DualSense controller. Yes.
There has been a Basswatch.
Now it wasn't a 15, but it was a 14. So that, guys, that's actually phenomenal. For the first 20 minutes to get a 15 and a 14 is actually phenomenal. I couldn't be happier with the way this is going. And the Roger Huff and family position is yielding very fruitfully with a 15 and over 15 and an over 14 pounder. About 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes in. All of a sudden, the really big fish started biting. And I got 2 of them back to back. Ooh, that could be a big one. I'm just going to wait a second in hopes that he will come around now. They'll have to make a pitch back for him. But the Switch 2 Pro controller, that's like $80. And yet the DualSense is a better controller. That has adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. It has a microphone. not just an audio jack, has a microphone. And I think the top of the market for that DualSense is like 75. And you have to switch to Pro Controller, that's like 80. Actually, I haven't checked in a while. They used to be 75 and 80.
Oh boy, that is Shack Daddy's super bass.
But I do think, I believe that prices have gone up. For a lot of hardware from these companies. Lately, prices have gone up. And it's kind of funny. There's a big topic on YouTube. A bunch of gamers are talking about.
Records with that one, but at least it's a good.
Everybody's worried that consoles are going to get too expensive, and games are going to get too expensive. And the average bear, the average person won't be able to afford to game anymore because everything's going to be so expensive. The consoles and the games and everything. I don't know, guys. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Some people are talking about that, getting priced out of gaming. I wouldn't worry too much about getting priced out of gaming. I mean, why would Sony and Nintendo and Xbox make things so that you couldn't afford them? Why would they do that? Like, the best example is Nintendo, Like, they could make a PS5 high power console. Why are they making something like such a cheap console? Why aren't they coming out with like high power computing software like Sony, like Xbox? Well, because Nintendo understands that, many of these video game consoles are going to be going to kids, and parents don't want to spend like $1,000 to buy their kid, a good video game system. Oh man, I really need that one. Is he going to turn around? Is he going to turn around? Oh, there he is. No! Oh, boy. Oh, and I'm forced to bust off a gar. Maybe Xbox will go down that road of just making like a really high-powered hybrid cross between a game console and a PC. Because their console is not like widely successful. It's not like highly successful or anything. So it's possible that they could go the more exclusive route with their game system, I guess. But the big boys, Sony and Nintendo, I just don't ever see them making consoles and games so expensive that you just can't, that everyone can't afford it. I understand, like, consoles have gotten expensive. But you have to realize these companies, they will go out of business if they don't sell enough consoles. They know that. They're not stupid. They're not going to be so expensive that average people cannot buy it. Or else they won't sell enough. These companies have to sell their console cheaply, as cheaply as possible. They have to. Or else not enough people are going to get on their subscriptions Not enough people are going to purchase online subscriptions and play online games and, like purchase digital games from the store. And, like not enough people will be supporting them unless they're cheap. I think this is a big one, guys. That would be phenomenal if I got my third giant here. Pitching off to the right again. There was a bunch of giant cruisers over there. Yeah, this is unbelievably large. This has got to be a 15, guys. So the Huff family position is yielding fruitfully with 3 giants in the first 30 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 15-8.
Green beast from beneath.
About the largest possible slobber knocker. Thank you, Roger Huff. Thank you, Blaney and Fishing Queen, for this spot. It's been really fun and interesting and just a great time making this video. And I hope they don't mind me making this video. They post some of their stuff to the Xbox app. Like when they catch a legendary here or something. But this video is going out to the whole world, guys. Bassmaster fans from all over the world are going to be watching this channel and watching these videos. I had a guy just the other month. He messaged me he was from Italy. And he was playing this game. And I'm in Virginia. I'm in Central Virginia. But he was in Italy. And he messaged me. And I don't know why I was surprised that someone speaking English was messaging me from Italy. But, it kind of impressed me that someone from Italy was watching the channel, watching the videos. That was during the St. Lawrence River online open. Yeah, that was a pig of the highest order, of the highest rank. Now I got 2 15s and a 14. It's going absolutely as good as it can possibly go. I got 3 of my big fish in the first 30 minutes now. And you can see up on the leaderboard to the right, that right now, as it is right now, I have the best attempt so far of this whole championship round. Of course, it is early in the morning of the championship round. So I woke up early this morning and started making videos of Toledo Bend. So I'm one of the only people that has even tried yet. And 68, guys, is not competitive. It's not competitive for first place. You're looking for more like closer to 75 pounds for every round if you want to win, or as close as you can get to that. But the 14s and the 15s, those are the big fish. that you need on Toledo Bend to win the 14s and the 15s. If you're new to the open, the online open, on every lake it's different. Well, not on every lake. Like the fish you need here, the 14s and the 15s, those are the same fish you need on, say, like Ray Roberts and some other lakes, like Seminole, Jordan. You need 14s and 15s on those lakes. But there are some lakes in Bassmaster where the bass are smaller. Like the biggest bass in the whole river will be like a 10-pound bass. That's Sabine River. That's St. Lawrence. Those are rivers with much smaller bass. I don't think that one's a giant. I think this is probably a 10-pounder here. I'm not in contention to win, guys. I just faltered. My third round, I knew I should probably have moved out of that spot that I was on when it didn't give me over 70 pounds the first two attempts. But for some reason, I just wanted to like win on the spot I found, the spot I had such success with in the first two rounds. But I totally bombed in my third round, and I got like a 69. My first two rounds were 76s. Then in the third round, I get a 69. I've got that like practically right now with 30 minutes left to go and two more big ones to catch. It's just that third round for me on that spot was so skittish. I mean, none of the big bass really were biting, and it didn't matter what I did. I just couldn't seem to get enough of them to get over 70 pounds. One thing that should be noted is pitching over here to the right has been highly productive. I caught my biggest fish over here. Oh, here's another big trophy largemouth. I just don't know how big he is, but the camera was close up on him and he looked absolutely massive. He's slow. I can't really tell what he is. Or it could be a she, because they're often the fattest pigs. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm a little insensitive when it comes to jokes. I can be a little harsh, but I'm a man. I'm on the guys' team, ladies. So I have to make funny. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, this is a nice insurance fish. A 13.5, You won't really have to have the 15s and the 14s, but that gives me a 70-pound even. It's a nice insurance fish, to keep me from winding up with a 10-pounder. A 13 is much better than, say, like a 10. And yet it's just not quite a 14 or a 15. I mean, that's basically what a 13-pounder is. It's not a 14 or 15, but it's also not a 10 or 12. So it could be better, but it could be worse. It's a nice insurance fish to keep the bag, reasonably high. Oh, there's a big, oh my gosh, guys, this is like a 15. Are you kidding me? A real hefty duty slobber knocker of the highest order. What a pig. This guy's is big. It's like a big 14 or maybe like a, whoa. This is like a 15. This has got to be my third 15. Then I have a 14 and a 13. Those are my big fish. Now, guys, I've caught almost everything off to the right of this stump. Oh my goodness. Yes!
What a hog.
My third 15. Absolutely phenomenal. The video has gone better than I could have ever dreamed. I got a 73.6 right now, you guys. The only thing that could make this better would be if I caught another 15 or like a legendary largemouth bass right now. But guys, 73 pounds is a phenomenal video demonstrating the power of the Huff family spot. And again, I have to thank them for showing me this spot. And I have to admit, guys, this spot has been more consistent than my spot. It really has been. Like in these tougher rounds, this spot does seem to be more giving. But right now, guys, I nearly have the equivalent of 5 15-pound trophy largemouth. That would be 75 pounds. So you see how close I am to that right now. I couldn't have asked for a better day. I couldn't have hoped for better progress. And I'm very pleased. Even if all I get is 73, I will be posting this video to YouTube. And because guys, this is where the defending champion is fishing. Him and his wife are fishing here. They sent me a screenshot because I'm friends with them on Xbox. They sent me a screenshot of them fishing it like this. And they win like every time on Toledo Bend. And I knew about this spot. I just didn't have my boat in this position before. And boy, it sure can be fruitful. I mean, in 1 hour, I got almost 75 pounds for my biggest 5 fish. That's phenomenal. one more giant will cancel out that 13 pounder. $20 to catch another 14 or 15. I think it probably will happen just based on like the progress that I've already had alone. I mean, I got 3 15s, guys, a 14 and a 13 here. Now, I have to admit, on my first attempt, I had to quit that attempt because I got 114 in 30 minutes. So I kind of have a policy that if I don't get 2 giants in the first 30, just for me, I often I will botch that attempt. There's another big one in there. There is another big one in there. Off to the right again. Where is he? I saw him in here. They're spawning in and spawning out in here. And if you land right next to them, you'll probably catch them. It's just I have to admit on my first, that's a big one. Is that a big one? I have to admit that on my first attempt, I only got one of my big fish. I only got one big fish in 30 minutes. So I botched that whole video, that whole attempt. And it just seems like in this weather or on this particular day with the Jenko swim bait, I really have had no trouble, no problem at all catching the more giant sized largemouth on in this spot, on this position. And I did think it could be highly productive because, the Huffs always win this tournament. And this is exactly what they do.
What a hog.
There, there are some more largemouth spawning in. This is not a giant, though, so I really need to kind of bring him in or get rid of him somehow. In the championship round on Toledo Bend. I could have won this tournament, guys, if I would have just fished here.
Somebody flop. What do you got?
During the third round, if I would have came here instead of fishing the spot that I found, I probably would have won. I'm not sure. You never know. You just never know. There's no chance of winning now because of my third round. That's 69, man. That kind of buried me. It's a white bass, 15 minutes to go. Can I get my last fish? Now I'm going right hand crazy because all the big fish have been off to the right this time. But I will tell you guys, the first pitch I ever made in front of that stump, I caught a 15-13. That was my first pitch. And he was under that stump just waiting. Well, it's a trophy largemouth. But what rank of trophy is this guy going to be? Is he going to be a 12 or 13? Or is he going to be the bigger size, like a 14 or 15? Guys, it's such an unpredictable bass game. Like, you know, I did the same exact thing in the last attempt, and I didn't do near this good. So some days are just trash. And then other days are like this one. Yes,
Ladies and
sir.
gentlemen, we have found Basszilla.
That will be my fourth 15, guys, on the Huff family position. A slobber knocker of the highest order. That will put me over 75 pounds, you guys. Are you kidding me? On the Huff family spot? Now, he's Blaney. If you see on the leaderboard of Bassmaster, Roger Huff is Blaney. And I mean, he's the defending champ on this lake. He's the best in the world here on this lake. So if this is the only Toledo Bend video you see, just know that this is the current champion's spot. And his wife is close to beating him, though. Fishing Queen. And I think as of right now, she is ahead of him by 1 pound. She caught Sheila in like the second round or something, giving her like a 77, like over 77. Well, guys, the only thing that would make this better is if I caught one more 15 or a legendary largemouth bass. Otherwise, I cannot improve. I cannot do better. I have to have a 15 or a legendary largemouth bass to improve at all whatsoever. I think there's a big one in there. Yeah, there's another big one in here. Let's see if I can attract him. Yeah, there. I think that's him. Now, if it's a 14, guys, it's not going to improve me at all. It's got to be a 15. No, this is not a 15. But if it's like a 14, 15 or something, it's a practical 15. It's practically a 15 pounder. No, this looks like maybe a 12 or a 13, perhaps. A 10.
There has been a Bassquatch sighting.
Sometimes it fools you because the camera is so close to them, and they look like these 15 or 16 pounders. Oh, is that a big one? Oh, boy. Well, it sure has been an exciting hour. Unforgettable on the Huff family spot. Unforgettable time. And huge thanks and to the Huff family for putting me on this spot and making me wise to this position. And the world thanks you, Huff family, for this position. The world thanks you, and we appreciate it. This is the championship round too. To get 75 pounds, like during the championship round, guys, if I would have just like been consistent during this tournament, I would win. Because I had 276s. Now I got a 75. If my third round would have just been like a 73 or something, I would win. I would probably win. The only thing that could make this sweeter would be a legendary largemouth bass. Or another 15. And that's a lot more likely than the legendary. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's only at like a 10. He's not that big. I've caught 4 15s. So I'm kind of like on edge, like kind of expecting it, for another one to show up in here and bite and be active and everything. Like they all have been. They've all been real nippy. One of them even hit on the drop. As soon as the bait hit the water, it immediately took it. That was a 15-pounder. Only little guys right now. But wow, guys, if I don't get another bass, I need to be happy because 75 on Toledo Bend, that is the equivalent of 5 15-pound largemouth bass. You cannot do better unless you catch all high 15s or legendary largemouth bass in all 15s. You can hardly improve at all. So a great video demonstrating the Huff family spot and the current champion and where he fishes.
That right there is a bass squatch.
Yeah, we know a lot more about this game than we used. There's a lot more on YouTube than there used to be. Now that Trickster and me are making, long videos about the online tournament, what we're doing, where we're fishing, and, our experience. There's always been videos on YouTube, but there has never been online open videos. People sharing their spots, people sharing their casting points and everything, and their retrieves and their lures and everything they're doing during the online open. That's kind of a recent thing. Me and Trickster are the only ones who have ever done it. Also, you should check out Trickster's channel too if you don't know about Trickster. His channel is just Trickster, and but he does a lot more than just Bassmaster. Like my channel is pretty much exclusively Bassmaster, and some Way of the Hunter stuff, some Call of Duty stuff, but it's mostly a Bassmaster YouTube channel. That's how I started making the videos. It all started with this game. But Trickster, he has like all kinds of videos, GTA 5, Kronos, all kinds of different games that he plays on his channel. He's got a real like diverse uh, variety of videos on his channel. But my channel's like purely Bassmaster almost. But we both basically do the same thing with the online open. He posts his attempts to YouTube. But there's no commentary. He doesn't talk. If you want to know what Trickster sounds like, he's British, okay? He has a British accent. But he doesn't ever talk in his videos. I think he might feel like, well, that kind of interrupts, the gameplay and interrupts his concentration and everything. So he doesn't want to do that. But there's commentary in all my videos. I always put in commentary. That's just my style. And me and Trickster just have different styles. But we're both doing online open videos. And he just won at Sabine River. So if you want to see like how to max out your bag on Sabine River, and you want to win on Sabine River for bass, gotta check out Trickster. He had better videos than me on Sabine River. All you gotta do is just in the search bar, YouTube, just search for Trickster Sabine River Online Tournament. I think he titles his videos as Tournament Online Tournament. Like my videos are online open because that's the official like title of this event. But he doesn't call it the online open. His titles are online tournament. So when you search for Trickster, just make sure that you say Sabine River, Trickster Sabine River Online Tournament. Oh, there's a giant in there. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Get it. Oh my gosh. Could it be another one? Oh, he's jumping. He's not that big. He can't be that massive if he jumped. He looks really big because of the big belly and everything, but this has got to be like a 12 or something. Because he kind of jumped. I thought I noticed him jump. And I know from thousands of hours of playing, the 14s and 15s don't jump. Oh, this is definitely like a big one. Well, this is the end of the video, guys. And if you made it this far, I admire you for listening to someone yammer on for that long. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and you should try the Huff Family Spot. It's dynamite. Oh, it's a 13. It's a 13. One more chance. If I break this guy off, I can have one more shot. Yeah. Let's hope for a legendary largemouth bass here. No, chain pickerel. Ooh, is that a big one? That looks huge.